Hello and welcome back to David Wickham RC and Projects. Hey guys, we got another good one for you today. We're going to start a new project. We're going to be starting a little go-kart build. We're going to be using two of the pocket bike engines, which are 54 cc's each, so we're just going to round it up and call it 110 two-cycle twin. We're going to mount them together on the crankshaft and through the case. We're going to be cutting some case parts, and this one's pretty much ready to go. Still got to do the cutting on the case here. We got to cut all this out over here, all the way around, so the case bolt gets through. I have a spot for the electronic pickup to go through, because we're using a 2 coils and a electronic ignition with a pickup. And then we're going to have to run a 12-volt system, like a battery for it. We got some other parts in. We got exhaust gaskets and throttle cable, brake cable, on-off switch, drum brake. I got 2 more exhausts over here. We got the steering off the pit bike. We're going to be using the gray parts here. All this stuff here is my little tiny wheelchair. We cut it down. We're going to be using parts off of that to build the go-kart frame. I got some 3/4 inch tubing by 1/8 inch wall. I got like 4 or 5 pieces of that. I got some 1/2 inch stainless steel rod for the steering. I got some flat bar. The little legs on the for the wheelchair, we're going to turn them sideways and use them for spindles. So I got bolts for those, which are right here, for the fronts and for the backs. Most of this is going to be bolt together through here. It should be pretty strong. As most of y'all know, I live in an apartment complex and don't have a welder, so this is going to be pretty easy for me to do. I am going to put a pan on the bottom side of it, so that way we can just pop rivet the pan on the bottom, put the tires and stuff on it, and put the engine on it and tune the engine out. I got this really nice Mikuni carburetor. It's a 24mm carb here. It's a flat slide. I got this on Amazon. It's really nice. It comes with some jets, so we might have to upjet it, because this one's here rated for 50 to 100 cc. So we're going to probably be doing some jetting on that, on the twin. I have been thinking about maybe just putting this carburetor alone on one of the pocket bike engines, and I got a reed set up for it here, and it's pretty low quality. I don't like it at all, so I got a different one coming. It'll be here Monday. It's a little bit nicer, but for the meantime, I mean, this is aluminum. I was going to make another aluminum mount bracket. We can have this welded up, so that way we could use this for the meantime to mount that 24mm slide carburetor on there. On the pocket bike now we have a 15mm, so I mean that's a really big upgrade. What is that? That's 8 more millimeter. Let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 4. No, I'm sorry, it's 9 more millimeters bigger. So yeah, that's going to be a lot better for that. And then we can run the expansion chamber, and then to hold all that power, I don't know if my little clutch here will hold all that. I'm a little nervous about it, to tell you the truth, because of that teeny tiny key. So I thought about maybe just rekeying one of the crankshafts right here, maybe get it a little bit wider, and then rekey the actual drive piece. And then what we could do is you can get a 3/4 inch jack shaft for it, and drill and tap a bolt on the bottom side to hold it up on the bottom side, and then take and get this thing welded on there with a 3/4 inch shaft on there. And then you get yourself a 3/4 inch bearing by 3/4 inch by 1 3/8 to put in here to support the 3/4 inch shaft, and then many of you know, I used to race go-karts back in the day, and my older brother was digging around in his garage and he found one of my racing clutches. This is a prototype. I think it's a bully clutch. Remember back in the day, you had this on the go-kart. This thing will, the instant it locks, man, this thing will like snatch your head forward really hard. So this thing will lock up really good. It's kind of heavy, but I believe with that extra support bearing that we got here for the 3/4 inch bearing, it should be good. I may just use this puck here and then just extend the shaft off of this right here for the clutch, depending on if I'm going to run the 3/4 inch clutch or if I'm going to run the other clutch. There is a go-kart frame that I've been looking at on the internet. It's called a GoPed Super 48. It's 3440 steel frame, and it use a driver gear on one of the tires, and it doesn't have a chain or anything on it, and it's up to about 400 pounds. So I figure I could just build one myself. I have this piece of 48 by 24 wood, so we just kind of build the frame off of that to kind of square it up. But the thing is, it's not going to be 24 inches wide, it's only going to be 18 inches wide, but it'll be 48 inches long. And then unlike the GoPed setup, it's 46 or 48 cc's, we're up to 54, possibly 110. So I mean, we're way up on the horsepower, got enough parts, just been trying to get all this stuff together, trying to take it easy like the doctor's been telling me to do. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, it's just been a little bit since I've made this video, but it's just, like I said, I've been just chilling out and trying to get better. But good things to come, guys. I'm going to be doing the build of the chassis here pretty soon. We'll try to get a lot of that filmed, and then we'll do the engine build. I may, like I said, just try to do the 54 cc with the bigger carburetor. I think it'll perform really good with the expansion chamber. As I remember that with this little carburetor here, it was just completely running out of fuel. I mean, it was running, but we had the high screwed out so far. It was like almost coming out, and it was still not wanting to really run that great. But I believe with this carburetor, it'll run really good. But yeah, we're gonna get to building here pretty soon. But this is Dave with David Wickham on RC and projects. Like and subscribe, and if you're not a subscriber, come on aboard. There's plenty of room. And guys, we'll be see you later, and you'll have a beautiful day. Later, guys.